Hey YouTube, welcome back to Luke's Amateur Hour. Got some serious amateurism going on for you today. I'm doing the winter maintenance or the home maintenance kit for my tractor here. I got a JD STX38. It's nice. Two previous owners. I know who both of them are. They took care of it really well. So I'm trying to do the same. You know, I got the oil change in today. I'll show you some notes about that in a little bit. Air filter change. Right now I'm looking to switch out the spark plug. So kind of a pain. You prop the front up right here, and then I guess you go through this grate to pull the plug wire, which is surprisingly easy to get off. However, I'm unsure how fun it'll be to get back on. And then apparently you just get in there and take off the plug. But it's kind of tough to see where the plug is. There we go. Oh, I got it loose, I think. We'll back it all the way out. I got this handy spark plug remover tool a long time ago, actually. I really like it. It's got a little magnet in it, T-handle. It fits all of my tractors. It's just a socket with a magnet in it and a joint. So with a kind of a universal, kind of a floppy to it here. So what's neat is the magnet can come back and you can see that it's a double joint, kind of double universal here, and the spark plug is magnetized right on there. I'm not exactly sure why this grommet is on here. I'm gonna take a look. I got a replacement spark plug, so I am not even going to bother with this right now. I'll hang on to it, I'll double check it, see if it works. Let me go grab my spark plug, I'll be right back. So, I'm back, got the new spark plug, new hotness right there. Look how pretty that is. Old and busted. This one might actually be fine. I'm going to clean it up and see. I have my pressure washer, uses a Briggs motor. Uses the exact same spark plug. I didn't know that until after I checked it out. This one actually has a little, looking a little white on the top, so glad I got a new one here. I'm gonna go ahead and try and put that in. Focus, focus. Okay, so we'll straighten this bad boy up. Get her plugged in there. And I hope that the flashlight doesn't mess up what you're seeing too badly. But yeah, see, this can be a bit of a pain because of the angle. Try not to force it. Let the threads catch themselves, but not really having any success there, I don't think. Well, I'll wind it this way for a couple turns and we'll see what happens. If she tightens up on me, I got it. If she doesn't, I ain't got it. That's about how it works, right? He said hopefully. I ain't got it. Let me think about this for a minute. I'll be right back. So, you remember how I posted that deal alert? Those deep well sockets? I knew I wanted to have them before I needed them. Guess who's needing them? I am right now, and I got my handy 3/8 inch swivel head Harbor Freight with an extension bar. I didn't actually post about my extensions, but I got an extension set a while ago. Pretty nice. And then the 5/8 inch Craftsman socket. I knew it was 5/8 because this is just a 5/8 socket with a little magnet in the back. So no biggie there. And then, yep, that was perfect. Oh, I'm so happy I got that. Now, I didn't torque it down or anything. According to the manual here, I got to tighten it down to 30 foot-pounds. I have a torque wrench. I'll be right back. So, I'm back. I'm an amateur. I have a Craftsman torque wrench. I got this when I was doing some wheel stuff. I was doing, what was I doing? Brakes on my old car. And buddy said, hey, you probably could stand to have a torque wrench just to make sure you got everything done correctly. I said, all right. So I went to Craftsman or Sears, bought a torque wrench. Pretty decent price. It's a 1.5 years old. It's just kind of sat in my box, so I can't imagine it's too far off. But it's got foot-pounds on one side, Newton meters on the other. So I set it up to 30 foot-pounds, and we're just going to do this till she clicks. And let's see here. This is a little awkward with the lighting. And then we're looking for a click. Oh. That feels way too tight. Oh man. Oh. There it is. That's it. 30 foot-pounds. I tell you what. Boy, that got me. That felt like it was way too much, but I'm looking at this. She says 30. So I gotta trust it. I gotta trust it. It's the best I could possibly know. I don't know hand feel for 30. Are you crazy? So now the hard part, getting this guy back on and seated properly. And quite honestly, I don't know how I'm going to do that, because my hands are not small enough to fit in here very well. So I'm trying to make sure there's enough light for you guys, and by adding in my little shop light here, it kills my camera. It auto adjusts the light, so no bueno. But yeah, let's see here. We're in now to see if she'll turn. Let's see. You guys can come along for this ride. That's real nice. Job well done. Spark plug, oil change, air filter change. Next up, drive belt. I don't know if I'm going to make that a separate video because I got to drag the deck out. or if I'm just gonna add that to this one. But in either case, plug's done, bottoms up. Have a good evening, YouTube. I'm Luke, I'm an amateur. This whole thing didn't even take me an hour. I'm really impressed with myself. Sometimes I'm good. Have a good evening. Okay, so take 314. So we're back on the other side of the tractor. This is the oil change side. Drain and drain. Whoop, drain is down there. And filter is there. Fuel filter is there. Not too awful bad. Just needed some way to get the... Sorry, I'm holding the light here. This is a real pain. Some way to get this. This is my drain plug, right? And so this little red cap pops off, and then this is like a little thing that you twist, unturn, whatever. And then oil comes out of here, but there's mower deck frame underneath it. So what do? Well, they just say in the manual, attach your hose. Well, what hose? So I went out, bought some half-inch, it's half-inch diameter, clear hosing from Lowe's for $4, and cut off a little length of it, and hooked up the hose, drained it out to an oil pan that was on the ground. I kind of goofing around with it, I screwed up and the hose came off, and oil just all over the friggin' ground. It's just, yeah. That wasn't too bad though. You keep your head on your shoulders and you won't have a problem. You won't get a drop anywhere except where you want it. The hard part is this stinking filter, because this filter's on this little pedestal, and I drained the oil first here, and then I unscrewed the filter, which you should have a tool for, right? Get an oil filter wrench or something to pull it off, because that, holy crap. But then oil just released all over the place, and I had kind of a funnel underneath of it, but it just, it's a weird spot because of this guard here and the motor housing up there. You can see I still got freaking oil all over the place here. But it wasn't too bad getting the oil out. It took a little while. It's a little cold outside. Even after I warmed up the engine, it wasn't running as quick as it probably should have. But the oil change is kind of a set it and forget it thing. Once you pop this off, walk away for 20 minutes, come back, the oil will be pretty much out. And then you just unscrew this, screw the new one on, close up your cap, fill it up, check it, run it, whatever, just follow the manual. Really not that hard. The oil change is really, really simple. I mean, it's an oil change, right? You guys have done oil changes before. Accessibility to drain plugs and filters are the real problems with oil changes. They're right next to each other. In this case, getting a funnel where you need it is the hard part. So anyway, thought I'd pass that along. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This I'm gonna attach on to the spark plug change video. So I already did the goodbye stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. Stick along for the ride, guys. We got some more cool stuff coming up. Have a good evening.